Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, assemble and take a close-up look at the HOMCOM Footstool. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a HOMCOM Footstool, and this footstool is in grey. And just taking a look around the box packaging. And now let's go ahead and open it up. But of course, cutting apart the clear packing tape that's keeping the box securely sealed, and doing so very carefully. And let's pop open the box flap, and perhaps being a little too careful with the incision into the packing tape. Let's try that again. And maybe one more time. And of course the sides too, so being careful there. And popping open the box flaps. And giving you a look directly inside the box. So let's lift out the contents and set them on the tabletop. And of course, checking through to make sure nothing else is left in the box packaging. We can set the box to the side. And giving you a full and clear look at the contents which we've just removed from the HOMCOM Footstool's box packaging. Okay, so now let's take a look at this sheet here, and it looks to be the packing list of the parts of the footstool, and taking a look at the reverse side. There is some QR codes with the contact information for various countries or regions. So just setting the paper sheet to the side and moving on to the footstool itself, and just giving you a look as it is. Packaged up. Let's lift the clear plastic bag off of it, and we can see that it is recyclable, so reuse it or recycle it very thoughtfully, and of course keeping that away from babies, children and animals. So setting the footstool back down, or at least the top part of it, and taking a look at the various details. So giving you a slightly closer in look, and as I mentioned, this footstool is in grey. And just taking a look at the overall details. And at the underside of the footstool as well. And we can see that it does have a fire resistant information label. And on the underside we can see there is some further information about the fire safety of this footstool. Okay, and you can see that there is a zipper as well, so let's slide the slider around and take a look by lifting up the flap and see what's in here. I can see that there is a brown box. Let's see if we can pop that out, and setting that box to the side and giving you another look, this time slightly closer in. So there is a little pocket or cavity there. seems to be designed purposely for that brown box, which I believe contains the feet for the footstool. So giving you a look here at this brown box, let's go ahead and open it up. But of course, once again, being very careful here not to cut too deeply into the packing tape, just making very fine cuts, just so we have enough to be able to open up the box. And giving you a look directly inside, we can see the 4 feet for the HOMCOM Footstool, and they are in black and made out of plastic. So just going to set the 4 feet down, and there appears to be some washers as well, and just making sure nothing else is left in that inner brown box, and giving you a look at the 4 washers or discs. So right there. And now just setting those down as well on the tabletop. So once again, another look with the deeper unpacking of the inner box. So right there, the 4 feet, the main body of the footstool, and of course the washers and the instructions or packing list on the right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and assemble it. So let's flip the footstool over, and looking at the instructions, we simply place the disc. But before I do that, let's give you a closer up look at the parts involved. So the washer on the left and the feet of the footstool on the right. So right there, the overall details. And let's go ahead and pop the washer on, and of course screwing it into one of the 4 holes of the stool. So doing so just like that, hence assembly. And just lightly tightening it for now. And let's take a look if we can see inside whether there is a fitment for a screwdriver to tighten it, but I guess can't quite see, but seems to be that hand tightening might be sufficient to secure the feet to the footstool. It's right there, screwing or turning that second feet onto the stool. And of course giving you a close-up look at the screw thread for which the feet screw into. So right there is the other one. And now let's go ahead and fit the other 2 feet on. So let's make sure that, so there's a bit of resistance there. So let's try this feet into this hole or screw thread. And finally, this last foot. So being careful not to over tighten it for now. Okay, so all 4 feet secured onto the body or underside of this HOMCOM footstool. So just picking off that little loose piece of cardboard there and giving you a look as it is the HOMCOM footstool in grey. And of course you can see that it does have this grey fabric cover with a kind of light weave across the cover or main part of the footstool. So giving you a close-up look now that the footstool is assembled. So textile or fabric cover and foam padding and plastic feet, and of course we saw the fire resistance information and labels on the underside, and of course on the tag as well, the hang tag. So as we can see, looks nice and sturdy, and it does have the ability to support up to 100 kilos or kgs in weight. And just giving you a look as it is, slightly wobbly, but that could be due to the slight unevenness of the table, but nonetheless giving you a look as to the firmness or density of that foam, just pushing into the material on the sides and on the top. So the top does have a very firm feel to it, just pushing down with my hands, of course, and on the side right there, and giving you a look at the overall details in the corner as well, just pushing down on that corner, so you can see that it does have a mostly soft corner, just the edges on the sides might be slightly harder. It's right there, but you can see nice and cushy, and of course giving you some sense of the size as well, placing my hand on top of this HOMCOM footstool. So it does measure 40 centimeters long, 30 centimeters wide, and 24 centimeters tall. So overall, once again, taking some more detailed looks, this time up really close, and giving you a look at that overall grey design with, you can see, those very fine weaving with black and interlocking white threads. And in terms of the weight, you can see just me holding it in my hands. It does have a nice weight to it, not being too light or heavy. So once again, giving you a look at the overall details. So of course it does have a wooden frame with foam padding and plastic legs. So giving you an all-round look at this HOMCOM footstool in grey. So just gripping the sides and various parts and pushing down, once again, just to give you some sense of the overall design. And that foam padding under that grey fabric or textile cover. So that's the HOMCOM Footstool. Thanks for watching and happy wrestling!